You want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Build it and they will come. This is a New Jack City, homie. Turn up your sound component wherever you are right now.
We jack up the volume, we'll be able to tell what you had for lunch.
The next hour is going to change everything you think you know about building your business, starting your business, and raising the money for your business.
Show me the money! Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another Reg.A Money Show. This is Ron Costa broadcasting live in the Reg.A Money Studios in Las Vegas with Miguel Dotris. Miguel, how are you doing today?
I am doing outstanding, better than I deserve, Ron, on this beautiful day here in the Reg.A industry where we are taking over, bringing information here on the Reg.A Money Show and getting all these accolades while we're doing it, just taking names and kicking you-know-what. My friend, I want to start off the show welcoming all our listeners that are listening to us in their preferred platform, be it iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, soon-to-be Spotify, and iHeartRadio, all the platforms that are now presenting, Alexa, all of the platforms that are now presenting the Reg.A Money Show. I'd like to welcome all you listeners to the Reg.A Money Show with me and Ron Costa. Miguel Dotris here to tell you and congratulate, and I hope all of you will join me in a rousing applause for the man that I consider my friend, my co-host, my compadre. Ron Costa is officially inducted into the Crowdfunding Association. Ron, tell us more about what this actually means and what you have done and accomplished.
Yeah, thanks, Miguel. I really appreciate it. Since we've been doing the show, I mean, a lot of people talk about Reg.A, talk about the show, etc. And my name was floated around as a nominee for a member on the committee over at the National Association of Crowdfunding. They contacted me. I put the application in, and then just a couple of days ago, they were telling me that my nomination was confirmed, and now I'm on that board and looking forward to doing a lot of really good work in the crowdfunding industry. It's a great organization, and I'm really psyched to be a part of that, and I'm psyched that everyone involved, and there's a lot of really familiar names on this board as well, Miguel, so it certainly helps us, it helps Reg.A, and it's a great thing. Like I said, I'm really psyched about the whole thing, and I think it's going to really do a lot of things for us and the future of Reg.A. Again, crowdfunding is huge. It doesn't just even have to be just the Reg.A crowdfunding. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. We've gone over on the show many, many times. But I'm psyched about it, Miguel. I think it's going to be great, and just another feather in our cap. So let's keep going. I mean, this is where it's
great. Now listen, it's great, Ron. I think it just is a testament to your hard work. It's a testament of you getting out there and doing the things that you do for the show, for the Reg.A Money Show, but also all the articles that you put out for all the listeners. And I know the listeners appreciate it, Ron, because I hear it all the time. But, Ron, what is the board that you are now going to be part of? What is the board inside of the National Association of Crowdfunding? What's the board that you got you're in?
We're going to be concentrating on two boards. One of them is the real estate board, and the other one is the conventions and conferences board, which works out great for us in two ways, Miguel. First of all, the background in real estate. We're doing a lot of real estate here in Las Vegas. People who are in Vegas right now know what it's like to live here. It's 100 degrees today, and although you may think 100 degrees is a little crazy, 100 degrees with no humidity is perfect weather in Las Vegas for in the middle of May. And so I'll be doing some work on the real estate end of that, and also on the conferences part of it should be real interesting too, because as you all know, Miguel, you know what's happening at the end of the year. The Reg.A Symposium.
The Reg.A Symposium, buddy.
Yeah, it's like a big circle. It's the circle of Reg.A. Everything kind of leads into the next. So we're going to be doing a lot of really good work with this, and everybody knows about the symposium, Reg.A Symposium.com. We're going to get this thing going and with a little bit more details as the months approach us. Especially since I'm going to a nice little meeting in New York City too next month too. So that's going to be really cool, all Reg.A based. If anybody is located in the New York City area and would like to meet me during that week of 1st of June, around the June 10th timeframe, they could certainly contact me. I'd love to meet you and talk Reg.A. So, Miguel, it's all good. It's all good.
Talking about good work and talking about the perfect hockey weather in Las Vegas, 100 degrees. What is the story with these Golden Knights, Ron? What the heck? What the heck is going on? All these doubters, expansion team, they don't got a shot, they're never going to make it. Dude, they're in the second round. They win this round, they go to the Stanley Cup. It's unheard of. All the doubters, they're silencing the doubters. What's going on, Ron?
Yeah, it's really the Golden Knights are turning people onto hockey. It's, as you know, it's a huge story here in Vegas. You can't go up and down the street without someone talking Golden Knights or wearing some Golden Knights apparel. Everyone's looking forward to Game 1, which is tomorrow. It's going to be incredible, the next series. And, yeah, the Stanley Cup's around. And you hit the nail on the head, Miguel. No one gave them a time of day to start the season. Oh, they're going to be horrible. They're going to be bad. Look how bad they are. Look at this roster. It's crazy. And you know, it gets me thinking about something, you know, in the real world, in Reg.A too. How many bad things you hear about Reg.A sometimes? And, you know, Reg.A companies, they're not doing great, and Reg.A is really not what it's supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. Bring on the naysayers. The Golden Knights are showing you that impossible things are happening. Unlikely things are happening in the real world. It's kind of I know it's kind of a little stretch as far as an analogy goes, Miguel, but man, the Golden Knights are turning heads in a good way. This is unbelievable. It's unprecedented what they're doing. And even if the season stops today or they lose the next series, man, have they overachieved? It's a great time to be in Las Vegas.
No, I know it's a great time to be. It's a great time to be in Las Vegas. It's a great time to be associated with Reg.A. And I don't think it's too much of a stretch, Ron, because, look, you and I have been here from the very beginning, about almost 19 months ago, 20 months ago, when we started this show, and we're telling people about Reg.A and the possibilities of the access to the capital markets through Reg.A offering Tier 2 plus offerings. You know, people were calling, people were sending emails, we don't know what you're talking about, has the broker-dealers checked this out? The Securities and Exchange Commission hasn't approved anybody. They're not going to approve anybody. God, Ron, I can't. If we go back and I guess we research all those emails that we got in the beginning days about, you know, the naysayers about Reg.A. And now, my friends, where's Reg.A? Reg.A is still scratching the surface. It hasn't even gone to the Stanley Cup yet. It hasn't even seen the very first $50 million offering take off and do some real damage into the market. Not damage in the sense of that, but be able to really turn some heads. You know, you got some really big companies. You know, first Elio and then Myomo and the Chicken Soup for the Soul. And now you're seeing the vodka companies. Now you're seeing the celebrities come. Everybody's knocking on the door to Reg.A, Ron. And guess what? Guess who were the ones that ushered everything in? Guess who were at the front door waiting for a knock from Reg.A? You and I, my friend, were already there. And listen, let me tell you something, my listeners. Our listeners have been with us the whole time. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in to us, to the Reg.A Money Show with Ron Costa and me, Miguel Dotres, because you guys know what? We're bringing the information all the time. It's changed. It's moved. We're bringing professionals. We're bringing you conferences. Ron's going to be in New York. I was in New York a couple of months ago. Hey, everything is moving like Ron just said. It's coming into full circle. It's coming into a full circle. And when we get out, and when you guys get out to Las Vegas with us for this Reg.A Symposium, it is going to be off the chain. It's going to be one of those conferences that ends all conferences. It's going to be the conference that people say, oh, you know what, this wasn't as good as the Reg.A Symposium. Oh, I was just in Vegas the other day. Oh, this is nothing compared to what those guys did. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the benchmark what people are going to want to shoot for, Ron. But, hey, yeah, you know, we do. That's the way we do it.
And you know what, too? There's a lot of people here in town who are really just like, you know, they're jumping on the hockey bandwagon with Golden Knights. And, you know, they really weren't hockey fans before. But, hey, they're bandwagon fans. A lot of people say, oh, you're just a bandwagon fan. I'll tell you what, Miguel, if anybody wants to hop on Reg.A right now and understand its potential like we have, I won't call them bandwagon Reg.A people. I just won't do it. Anytime you want to jump on the Reg.A train, that's okay with me. And speaking of our listeners, I got to tell you something. We got a question from one of our guys that are listening here. And like we mentioned in our last podcast, the guys that listen to the show here, they just don't ask questions. They don't say, hey, what's this? What's that? For some reason, they like to give us a whole bunch of detail or some, even some comedy. And this question here, Miguel, I'm going to read to you. Can we take the question now, do you think, or should we wait till the second half of the show?
No. Wait, hold the question, because let me tell you something about our listeners, Ron. The people who are turning into this are the trendsetters. The people who are listening to the show are the people that are hungry for another way out. The people that are listening to this show have realized that the level playing field, the playing field that investors have been playing on has been leveled. Leveled, my friend. The playing field has now been leveled, so anybody who has an idea, anybody who has a business, anybody who is ready to take that next step and access the capital markets now has a way of getting in there. And before, that wasn't available. And so what you're seeing here is you're seeing listeners coming from all different parts of the United States and listeners coming from all over the world listening to the Reg.A Money Show, because why? You're giving them the information that nobody else is giving them all.
Yeah. Okay, well, here's the question, okay? The question.
So that they are prepared. They are prepared. So when they do have that conversation with that lawyer for $500, they know what to say to that guy. They know what questions to ask. And that's what you're seeing, Ron. You're seeing a whole level of stepped-up listeners who are hungry, who have realized that the playing field has been leveled by the Securities and Exchange Commission, and that's why we get such great listeners, and that's why we get such great questions from them, Ron. Let's go to the break, and when we come back, we'll let everybody in on this great question from everybody from them, and then we'll go into a little second half of the show. What do you say, my friend?
Okay, and I'll tell you what, just to tease the audience a little bit more, this question is a follow-up on our last podcast as well. So you're going to have to check out the last podcast we did after you hear the question that we're going to bring to you in the second half of the show. So hold on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.